Gamers, welcome back in. Throne and Liberty, episode 31. Let me pull OBS over. Let's jump back in. Last time, we met Sienna and we did the Golem Heart. That's right. Took a little break. Had to do some stuff IRL. Do some shopping. Run to the store. But we're back for another little bit of some session here. Let me check the schedule. What's going on around us? Looks like that's at 8 o'clock. Literally right now. Gigantoid should be here. Gigantoid. Always Gigantoid. 8 seconds. In an hour there's the events. Mordecai has begun. Maybe we could go do Mordecai, but looks like Churnbog has begun too, but he's conflict. I don't know how to get into this castle. Possibly this way? This does seem to be the way. Alright. There we are. Introduction to Golem Research. With their outstanding defensive capabilities, these golems are used to not only for siege warfare, but also for important troop transportation operations. Interesting. Damn, they look sick, bro. This game really got it, man. It really got the, like, fantasy idea, I'll tell you that. Broken golem remains. There's a pile of stones in the location Sienna described. When you rummage through the stones, you find the old bag Sienna mentioned. Inside the bag is an old bandana. Take the bag to Henderson, as requested.
There was an old bag on top of the broken golem, just as Sienna said there would be. The old and torn bag seemed to contain many memories shared with someone.
Interesting. I'm gonna go over here and grab this waypoint just in case I need to come back to the Titan ruins. Excuse me. Probably gonna have to find some way to like grapple up on this one. Oh, maybe not. There looks like there could be some stairs. Fallen paper. The Sand Flame Squad wants you. It's like Uncle Sam. Are you sick and tired of the discrimination in the world? Our hearts beat to the same tune as yours. How much longer can you live under the boots of oppressors? Together, we will build a new and better world for all. Join the Sand Flame Squad.
The head of the Stonemasons Association, Sienna Parsons, learned about the power
Oh,
sealed
Sienna's
in
the head of it.
Titan Reach ruins. As a former senior wizard of Venelux, she awakened the sealed power with the golem's heart and crafted a giant golem that was decisive in ousting Fermin.
Whoa! I see the face. Damn, that's so cool. I was like, man, I wonder if they made a city on the back of it, but no. All of these are like golems that I guess carry troops, as I've seen in some footage, but that's really sick. So they're massive, like marching dwarven made golems, but this one is the massive one that Sienna made, I guess. Nice. We unlocked the area. And we saw the tomb, the Temple of Silithia. Silaveth. Okay, I'll remember that. Sorry, it's a new world. I'm trying to get used to the names and what everything is. Let's go to Henderson. A little hydration break. See, whenever there's a red dot here, I'm always like, do I have something to turn in? Chapter 6. So, when the circle for when you're flying is full, you want to use your boost like this. And then when it's depleted and it starts using your stamina. Because when it's full like that, it's not using your stamina, you're riding on your initial gust, I guess. Here you go, Henderson.
It's been more than 10 years since I touched this hood. Back in those days, I wasn't afraid of monsters or the Archeum Legion. Justice, danger, and the thrill of adventure. That's all I cared about.
That's right.
Ah.
Oh, his memory's coming back.
Let us drink some beer. Drink it all it's here. Raise a glass high for the victory to us. Through the hot desert, we got the treasure. After the sandstorms, we caught the golem's heart in our hand. It's in our hands. The foolish tyrant was blinded by his greed. Our strategy worked to give us what we need. Let us go on our way to get us the golem's heart. Even the sandstorms won't keep us from treasure. Nothing can stop us from mighty adventure. Yes, it's true. Giant rocks in the sand do what we command. Our song will open its heart just like we planned.
What instrument is he playing? It's very interesting.
We will seek them to the end of this world.
Brava, Henderson, brava.
Pieces of the heart. 3, 2, 1. Golem will rise when the pieces are combined. Tear down the ramparts. Destruction to it all. Cheers of joy in the plaza will be heard around the world.
Around the world. Let's go, Henderson.
Thank you very much, my friend. I got everything back thanks to you. If you ever stop by the Vientus Sanctum, take a look at the tower we constructed when we were in the Resistance. We built up the tower little by little, adding to it whenever we completed another odyssey.
Tell Henderson what you think of the song.
I thought I would never be able to sing that song again. But thanks to you, it's been reborn in my heart.
Henderson, that was beyond fantastic. A masterpiece.
Thank you. Thanks to you, I'm thinking of making a new song with the adventures I remembered.
Hey.
I'm going to write an exciting song thinking about my activities while in the Resistance. I'll let you hear it first, so make sure to stop by again.
I will do that.
As soon as Henderson saw the bag, his
65.
eyes lit up, like he was seeing an old friend for the first time in a long while. He took an old hood from the bag and began to sing, recalling many memories. A crowd gathered to listen to his performance, and touched by it, gave him a cheering round of applause.
Back up top. Find Henderson's stone tower in Vienta Sanctum. Is he talking about in here? Yeah, he is. Oh, that's cool. This is a tower someone built with care. There's something engraved on the stone at the bottom of the tower. What does it say?
Sienna Parsons, Henderson Harmon, and Louis Hasten. We three vow to liberate Stoneguard, to protect those who suffer from the tyranny of Lord Vernon. As a show of faith, whenever we achieve something towards that goal, we will add a stone to a pile here as proof.
Cool.
As a pile of stones will someday become a tall tower, Stoneguard will one day be freed, and then we will start a new journey in search of our dreams. Until then, we are determined to become one and fight against evil. Sienna, Henderson, and Louis.
Based. So there's 3 in the first camp and 3 in the second camp, huh? Sophia. What's his name? I have his ring. Robert. And Retain. And now there's Sienna, Henderson, and Louis. Witness the events of the Infinity Wheel.
Vernon, the Lord of Stoneguard, who colluded with Archeum, exploited the inhabitants and ruled over them with an iron fist. The resistance raided and seized the Vernon Archeum's army's cargo and distributed it among the people. One day, an extraordinary girl and 2 dwarves came to visit Vernon. The girl said that if she received funding, she would use it to find a legendary stone called the Heart of the Ancient Golem, build a giant golem, and subdue the resistance. Though originally filled with doubt, Vernon ended up giving her a substantial sum after watching her golem's performance. The girl's company unraveled the secret of the monolithic boulder. Along the way, a rock struck Henderson and rendered him unconscious. Although they were chased by Chernobog and braved many perilous adventures, in the end, they acquired the stone. After completing the giant golem, the girl made Vernon dance in a huge chest and chant a spell, explaining that it was a ritual that would bind him to the golem, making him its owner. Vernon emerged from the chest, and the giant golem broke down the gate. All at once, the resistance flooded in and captured the castle. The girl was revealed to be Sienna Parsons, a resistance member and genius engineer.
She was a genius. Oh, and that's where Henderson.
At the Enter village, you can still hear tales of her adventures sung by Sienna's comrade-in-arms, Henderson Harmon.
That's so cool.
Sienna Parsons, Henderson Harmon, and Louis
You can choose your
Hasten
final reward.
were comrades who shared many a past mission and adventure. They have since gone separate ways in pursuit of their own dreams, but their stories will live on forever through heroic ballads.
Mama Smoke hit 50, let's go. Alright. Damn, so we got dimensional circles. Access dimensional circles and take on challenges in co-op. Each dimensional circle requires a certain level, so this is just dungeons. Rewards are generated for defeating targets inside the dungeon. You can spend dimensional contract tokens to acquire. Right? Or is this something different? Main menu co-op dungeons. Resistance contracts. Enjoy the new challenge. Resistance contracts can be contracted through the contract manager in each base, or by using the resistance contract scroll items. Contract rights are required to take on the contract manager's contracts, and a certain amount of contract rights will be charged a day. Contract rights cannot be returned even if you abandon an existing contract. And then Abyss or Dungeon and Abyssal contract tokens. In dungeons, you can consume Abyss contract tokens to acquire more XP and Solent, along with dungeon-only items. Okay. Yeah, but see, these are just dungeons, dimensional circles, right? Yeah. So. Maybe I was supposed to do this like way in the past, but... Alright, you may choose your final reward. Oh, I get a blue, huh? Mask at the Resistance or the Glade Stalker's Circlet. Hit chance or less hit chance and max health. I think I'm gonna take the max health. I like the resistance gear. I'll take the rare attack remedy too. Oh, and I get some books. Still have some things to finish in 4 or 5. Oh, this is the exploration codex. Now I see what this is. Okay. So each area, let's say last land, the first area, Stone Guard, the dimensional circles. You really only have 2 areas right now, huh? But many sub areas in each. Okay. So I've completed the 5 of these. 1 more in nesting grounds, and that's seeds popping. That's cool. Alright. Good to know for my collectionist brain. It takes me sometimes, it takes me a long time to really see systems and they sink in, you know, so. If you're like, how the hell did he just notice that? Yeah, it's a new game. It's only been out less than a week. Alright. Nothing in here. Lithograph book, nope. lot of growth stones and growth books here, so let's power some stuff up. I don't have a helmet. Like a green one to transfer. I mean, we realized we made that mistake. What does this one look like? So this is 2 decks, crit hit chance, with health regen rolled as a random trait. This is 40% hit, max health, and ranged endurance. I think I want this one. It's not as edgy as the feathered drake skin for sure, but the feathered drake skin looks pretty cool, but hit chance and max health are pretty nice. Pretty nice. 1 more point in decks. Music producer. New title. I'm gonna rock no title for now. And let's start upgrading some stuff. Get these up. Unlucky. Let's leave them at 5. I want to get some daggers soon, hopefully. Let's roll this bad boy. Kind of been unlucky with the rolls here, huh? There we go. There's one decent one. Let's get it to... It's really what I have, right? This is melee defense. Do I love that? This is... You got this from, I think, like Twitch drops or something like that. This is max health. I mean, why not, right? Yeah. You can always just transfer it. Let's get it to at least +3. That was a legendary right there, a special or whatever. Didn't really need it on level 1, but it is what it is. Worst case scenario, you can like transfer this and put it in another piece, so. There you go, there's another special. Okay. Looks pretty good for now. Claim, claim, claim. More skill books. Let's look at... Let's get the rest of our skills that we actually need to get up. Do we need to use Mortal Mark? Let me check my guide. I don't even know if I use Mortal Mark. Active skills in order go. My Block Blade, Quickfire, Cleaving Moonlight, Thundercloud Bombing, my Lightning Infusion. Then it's supposed to be, I believe, this move when I get it. Merciless Barrage. And then it says this, Selfless Diffusion, and Min Exchange. But I also see that they use some changeable abilities. Detonation Mark, Mother Nature's Protest. I don't fully understand, but I guess you have some interchangeable skills, maybe? One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You get 10. Yeah, I mean, I guess it is Detonation Mark, huh? I need to get some points in here, so. We transform this ability, I guess, in time. So let's get this one to 5 as well. There's a special. Let's get you to 3. Let's get you to 3. Bloodlust? What are my passive skills? I think I do use Bloodlust. I think this one's very good. On attack, skill hits. Skill damage is increased by 2.1 for 3 seconds attacks. Has 1 stack of Bloodlust per stack, stacking up to 10 times. Wow. Let's get that up. Do what you need. Skip through this a little faster. Whoops. Let's get this to blue. 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 We have one more slot, and I think it goes to ambidextry. And then the final slot when we unlock it is this right here, Wrathful Edge. Okay. Let's level this bad boy up. Alright, pretty good. Pretty good. Passive skills look good. Let's get... Nimble Leap does get leveled up as well. Let's get the stuff that I use actively a lot up. Oops. Whoops, 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 there. Okay, so we have blue, 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 not blue, 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 not blue, not blue, not blue. Let's get Nimble Leap. And then Mother Nature's Protest also gets leveled up. I mean, they all go to purple. Including Selfless Diffusion. I need to read this move more and read, like, okay, increases offhand double attack chance by 50% for 6 seconds. Okay, I immediately see why it's good. Successfully applying a stack of weaken effects within the duration and decreases all skill cooldowns. Wow. However, having 2 stacks or more only decreases all skills by less. Each successful attack landed on the target increases the duration of all weakened effects applied. The cooldown decreases effects can be stacked up to 10 times within 1 second. Wow, okay. Starting to see why that's powerful. Let me really look at like what these abilities do, right? Because I've just been playing it, but defends against attacks. On defending attack, a fury attack whilst on defending against a fury attack while stationary, 420 mana regenerates. On defending against a fury attack within 0.5 seconds, block blade changes to poison dagger for 3 seconds. Wrath attacks can't be defended. Use with directional buttons to defend targets against while moving for 4 meters to the designated direction for 0.5 seconds. Becomes stealth for 3. Wait. Use the directional buttons to defend against target attacks while moving 4 meters to the designated direction. So that's how you can become stealth for 3 seconds to make yourself unable to be targeted and increase your mana regen. That's really cool. I didn't realize that. The first attack while stealth is a crit hit. Stealth ends when you attack or morph. Interesting. I need to use that more. So let me immediately... Can I get... Let's go out. I need to practice this because, man, I've been... That's... See, I should have been reading my abilities from the start, boys. Read your abilities. What the fuck? So you have a basic attack. You have your parry, but... Okay, so as a rogue, if I perfect parry and I guess roll at the same time, I get a stealth? I think I might have done it on accident, right? But... Let's see. Give me something I can block. Like that, right? Is it only when I get a perfect parry? These guys have something, I think. Nothing? Someone's gonna have something I can parry, man. Come on. Brutal. Okay. Take me back down here.
You won't make it up here so easily.
We'll try and look at it a little more once we actually get into combat, but let's keep reading these moves. That's going to get really annoying, so actually take me back to town.
My bag falls somewhere. Damn it.
I thought it'd be easy to find some creatures that I could parry. I guess I could have went to the bandits over there. They probably would have parried me, but whatever. Okay. 30 episodes in and we're finally reading our moves. Classic MMO players. I know what they do, I just didn't really like read the finite details of them, and when I did, bam, look. Apparently we have a stealth. So use with the directional buttons to defend against attacks while moving 4 meters to the designated direction. Become stealth for 3 seconds to make yourself unable to be targeted. The first attack while stealth is a crit hit. Stealth ends when you... Okay. Poison dagger. There are 5 blades. So that, yeah, if you get a perfect parry, you get poison dagger. If you use it while you roll, you go into a stealth. Like a Vayne ult from League of Legends. Cleaving Moonlight. Charges forward... charges towards the target in 3 meters to attack all nearby enemies within 1.5 meters 3 times. Each attack deals 140% of base damage plus 15 damage. The number of attacks is increased up to 4 times upon the offhand weapon activation. Interesting. Thundercloud Bombings. Deal 210% base damage plus 54 damage and removes the target's Thundercloud effect. The damage is amplified by 15% against monsters when the target removes the effect. Interesting. The damage is amplified by 15% against monsters when the target's remaining health is 50% or less. Critical hit chance is increased by 600%. If the target is affected by weakened thunderclouds, they take 42% plus 11 bonus damage, and the damage is boosted by 100% per stack. Interesting. So you want to get as many stacks as you can on them. So this is why we're gonna read our abilities, huh? Let's read our abilities, and so I know exactly our rotation and what order to go in, and then we'll call this one and get into it next time. Okay, so I know Lightning Infusion adds weakened Thundercloud effect to all attacks for 9 seconds. Thundercloud lasts for 6 seconds, decreases melee ranged magic endurance by 11% per stack. Stacks up to 20 times. Using the skill within 9 seconds will trigger the stabbing attack with both hands, where each stab inflicts damage, then dealing an additional 275 damage, applies weakened clouds to every target within 3 meters. So, bam, you trigger this, all of your attacks for the next 9 seconds apply thunderclouds. You get triggered again, it's a stab that does AoE thundercloud damage, basically. Cool. Very strong. Very good, very strong. Next up, knife throw. Throws 5 knives in a cone shaped area that reaches up to 4.8 times. Each knife deals, Now can I make knife throw change to lightning throw? And it applies thunderclouds. I want this, right? And I have a ton of points. Let me check my build. For sure I would want this, right? No? There's no way, right? How come? Well, I guess you get rid of it. No, you don't get rid of it. I guess the key move is... There's 2 different ways to play it, I see. See, Lightning Infusion, Mother's Nature's Protest, Fatal Stigma, which we don't have yet, Mortal Markham, Cleaving Moonlight, Quickfire, Selfless Diffusion. Interesting. Alright, well, it's just, they know how to do it, not me, right? Let's keep looking. So, Mortal Mark. Fires an arrow that deals 230% base damage plus 48. The arrow has 100% chance to weaken the target with a detonating mark for 3 seconds. Stacks up to 2 times and explodes when stacked. So this is what I want to be doing right away, right? Stacks up to 2 times, dealing accumulated damage and resetting the accumulation. Marked targets receive 60% less healing and take... So it's a great PvP tool as well. They take 60% less healing. God. and take additional damage per attack, accumulating the user's damage dealt on the marked target for a duration. When the effect ends, the mark detonates, dealing additional damage equal to 10% of the total damage. Okay, so it's a hunter's mark, right? Okay, I see. It does a good bit of damage. It's a short cooldown, marks them. So you basically lead with this. You like use all your buffs and stuff, and then you lead with this. And we already know Mother Nature's protest. This has got to get upgraded. So close. Okay, it's fine. Fires additional projectiles each time a projectile skill is used within 6 seconds. Additional projectiles deal 27% base damage. So you bam. Trigger this, you have 6 seconds. It's a long cooldown, but you have 6 seconds of everything is basically firing off additional bullets. So you go bam, buff up, bam, bam. Start shooting. Then you close the distance with Cleaving Moonlight, which starts applying Thundercloud stacks. And with all your attacks, you should have a ton. Like with all your ranged attacks and your... And yeah, this effect is to all attacks for 9 seconds. So, we have lightning crossbows now. Cool. See, I've not really been doing that, but that's really sick. Next up, we have Thundercloud Bombings, which we know. It deals damage more based on how many stacks they have. For right now, we are using multi-shot, but this will get replaced, I believe, in the future. So let's get used to knife throw here. Each knife deals 60% of base damage with an 80% chance of decreasing target's movement speed by half and healing received by half. Wow. So we have a lot of like anti-healing moves, which is really nice. It's going to be really nice in PvP. Deals damage equal to 20% of base damage. 70% chance to weaken, decreasing movement speed, and apply a short collision push to targets within 100%. So it's not always, but it's got a 70% chance to do that. Interesting. We know what you do now, Selfless Diffusion. Mana Exchange, I get it, but I haven't really used it that much yet. I'm interested, but I don't really need more attacks, I guess. Could I change that ability to maybe be like some lightning ability? Thunder Spirits. Deal 35% base damage to the target if your attack was a melee crit hit. See, this seems cool, but I guess it's like overkill for what we do. We don't need it. And then my final two are my Slip, which Nimble Leap, move 5 meters towards the designated area, attack speeds increased by 20%, ranged increased by 20%, crit damage increased by 10% for a very small window, but basically it's a dash and a steroid. Use it to keep your range, to relocate, to use, you know, how you would think. And then I was using Shadow Strike, which moves behind a target, dealing... Which I'm going to change the positions of these. What's going to go here later is Fatal Stigma, which leave a stigma on the target that decreases healing received by 60% for 3 seconds. At the end of the duration, the target takes tons of damage. Each stack of the user's Poison or Thundercraft active on the target increases by 3%. Wow. So that's why this is so good. Just mark them, jump on them, do a bunch of thunder, pop it, this goes off. But right now we have Shadow Strike, which just lets us teleport behind them, basically. Alright, I mean, I'm feeling very good about the build. We got to see what all of our skills do, read them one by one. Assassin's Instincts, magic, melee, and ranged crit hit chances increased by a ton. Nature's Power, using a mobility or movement skill increases bonus damage by 17% for 3 seconds, so even more reason to use Nimble Leap and Shadow Strike. Cool. Murderous Energy. I'm actually going to replace this and put that here and put it back down here. Put this up here, put that here. Actually, let's just keep reading them. Destructive Fang. When attacking targets affected by your poison or thunder clouds, there's an 80% chance to reduce the target's magic. That's really cool, but we'll keep that down here. No, make the crossbow stuff down here and this stuff up here. It's kind of cool. Murderous Energy increases poison and thundercloud duration by 21% and increases the overtime and poison damage overtime during the day. I'm sure that applies to thunderclouds too, so it's even more during the night. We're even more effective at killing during night. That's interesting. It's really cool. That's actually a really cool flavor for like a rogue. Increases your offhand damage. Yep. Increases bonus damage and stamina regen. We love it. Increases mobility damage. When you use mobility, you get increased damage and skill damage. And then we know what this one is. Okay, cool. Alright guys, we actually know how to play our class now, so feels good, man. Feels good. Alright, we're gonna call this one here, guys. Level 35, we're getting up there. 15 more levels, and we're max level, so we're already getting there. See you guys in the next one. Peace and love. God bless.